Hey guys, Luke here. It's your digital concierge at Gramophone. Today we're going to be taking a look at the Multibeam 5.0 soundbar by JBL. Upgrade your viewing and gaming experience with a product that will fill your room from end to end with a wide soundstage and bathe you in a higher quality audio. We're going to talk about what the Multibeam can do and why this is considered a 5-channel bar. But before we do, make sure you guys get subscribed and click that bell notification icon so you don't miss out on any of our upcoming highlights, because there is a lot on the way for you guys. Now then, the JBL Multibeam and why this is such a cool and unique little soundbar, especially for its category. This features 48 by 80 millimeter racetrack drivers. You know, they're that driver shape that have that elliptical shape to them, so you get maximum surface area while keeping the bar relatively thin. And you even have some up top to act as a Dolby Atmos signal to project some sound over and above your head by bouncing it off the top ceiling. That gives a really great spatial effect, and if you haven't experienced it, once you have, you won't want to live without it, because Atmos is the next big thing in multi-channel audio. This is also equipped with 4 3-inch passive bass radiators to maximize the bass output that you can get out of a unit of this size, and JBL's always been really good at implementing things such as radiators. You can expect to get a max sound pressure level of 92 decibels out of this unit, which is impressive for a small soundbar, and this is good for producing a frequency response of 50 Hz to 20 kilohertz, and 50 is better than what I was expecting to see when I saw the size of this in person, so JBL is definitely working their usual magic here. This is a compatibility monster. Most soundbars usually are, but this one's kind of superlative, and I'll point out where so. It's going to have your basics: optical, USB Type-A for playing back music from a hardwired device, HDMI in, and HDMI eARC pass-through, and notice that I said eARC rather than just the traditional ARC, our audio return channel. eARC, Enhanced Audio Return Channel, allows for higher quality audio format pull-down and for the pull-down of more channels than just 2, or more channels in a higher quality format of sound rather than just 5 highly compressed. eARC is the next big thing with HDMI audio, and it's a big deal because ARC is good, but it's had its issues. eARC though is really giving us a good showing, and I'm glad to see that JBL's embraced it, even in a product like this, still getting the most out of what they're offering you. And on the note of that HDMI pass-through, that is totally full-fat 4K Ultra HD with Dolby Vision pass-through, and with Dolby Vision we know that means HDR as well, and that's running on HDCP 2.3 protocol. HDCP is that fancy digital handshake that tends to cause a lot of issues with old hardware. Not so here. 2.3 is the latest standard. This is good to be matched up to virtually anything out there. Finally, for your wireless connectivity, you have Bluetooth, Google Chromecast, Apple AirPlay 2, and support for Amazon's Alexa. So virtually whatever you have, it's going to work with it, and it's going to work well, as it has all the latest standards of all these different things. This has a width of 27.9 inches. This has a height of 2.3 inches, and this has a depth of 3.9 inches. It also weighs 6.1 pounds, so this is very easy to carry, very easy to set up, install, and implement into your home. And with a small size like that, it's going to fit almost anywhere. And in fact, it's going to be a good complement to maybe smaller TVs and the smaller kind of room that you probably deploy this bar in. But as I mentioned in the intro, it is capable of producing a soundstage a lot bigger than what it looks like. Now, one thing that I really like about the JBL design, and you see this in most of their more darker colored products, is this kind of graphite look and even feel to it. Like a pencil graphite is the best description that I can really give you guys without you seeing it in person. And what I like that JBL does, even in their more entry products, is how they cut the grills into their bars. This isn't just some sort of cheap fabric covering. No, this is a perforated surface all the way across that feels really smooth and is really expertly cut. And even looking at the top, see how they've maintained that aesthetic with the built-in speakers up top? This is just a really clean looking bar, especially for this category. Things don't usually tend to win a ton of points in design. but JBL always manages to do so because they're just some of the best in the game. I also really like what they did at the top here with these buttons. These are nice soft touch membrane buttons, but they feel solid, so you know that you've gotten positive engagement of it, and they feel durable, like these are going to last. And of course we've got power, volume down, volume up, and your input. And as you guys can see, all right above that slick JBL logo, they always do their lettering and logoing very well. Matches up with the rest of the aesthetic perfectly. And it also does include, just so you guys can see, this remote that looks very similar to, looks like a little soundbar itself on the side with all of your basic controls for different inputs, power, and volume. From my perspective, it's as if this lays nearly flush and nearly flat. But there is a touch of a bow in this, and for good reason. Look at those bottom firing drivers where the radiators are. Yeah, that's our extra bass firing downward and spreading out omnidirectionally, and JBL's really thought that through on all sides of the bar. So functionally, the shape is just as useful as it is appealing to the eye. For under $400, the JBL 5.0 Multibeam soundbar offers you some of the best soundbar performance that you can get in a footprint this compact. So if you're trying to maximize on the sound quality that you can have while maintaining something this small, this is the one to look at, and you get Dolby Atmos with it too. That's pretty cool. If you want to pick one up, head on over to skybygramophone.com where you can check out securely and have it shipped fast and free straight to your door. Also stop by our showrooms or give us a call. You'll find us in Timonium, Columbia, and Gaithersburg, Maryland. We also have a beautiful kitchen design center in Hunt Valley. You can find us on social media too. We're on Facebook, Instagram, Houzz, and Twitter, a handful of others as well. Just check the links down below. If you need help coming up with project ideas, need to schedule a service request, or want to speak to one of our hi-fi home theater and interior design experts, get inspired at gramophone.com. Also, ask at gramophone.com if you have any questions for me about anything I've covered here on the channel. Okay guys, thumbs up if you enjoyed this, drop a comment down below, and make sure you subscribe to the Gramophone channel for all of your audio and home theater needs. Want to hear from you? Do you guys want a JBL BAR 5.0? Or what other products are you looking at in this category? Also, what do you want to see from us in the future? Thank you for watching. Be seen.